Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to get started. I am going to ask the Honorable Judge Burke to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right. All hands on deck. Attention. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Semper Fi. Carry on.
Thank you, Judge. And now I'd just like to take a quiet moment of reflection to think about those lost and those currently serving overseas. Thank you for joining us today. I just want to say a few thank yous while we get started here. I'd like to say thank you to my fellow councilman, Michael Iacilli, our town clerk, Cyndi Schurmeyer, my legislative aide, Paula Godfrey, Colleen Jones from CRC, and Peter Lewis from CTV, Lars Clemenson, Hampton Bays superintendent, and if you catch me, these are as people came in today. Father Justin from St. Mary's, Judge Burke, Finance Officer Dave Agstaribi, and members of the Hampton Bays American Legion, members of the Hampton Bays Volunteer Ambulance, and the beautiful Sylvia Smith. When you break 100, you get a special introduction. I also want to thank Ryan Horn for once again utilizing his radio host-like voice to record all of the biographies. Thank you to John Irwin in the Parks Department for installing all of the banners, and a special thank you to Paul Gubista, who I am told requests the honor of this detail every single year. Thank you to Commander Hughes and VFW Post 5350 for helping to facilitate this program and grow it each and every year. Thank you to Jamie Bowden for not only suggesting this program, but putting just as much care and attention into this program as you do into Honor Flight Long Island. Thank you, Jamie. Four years ago, I had the honor of serving as a guardian for Korean War veteran Michael Cardito. Experiencing the war memorials in D.C. and the Welcome Home celebration at MacArthur Airport through his eyes was something I will never forget. Unfortunately, Mr. Cardito passed away this year, but I know that thanks to the volunteers at Honor Flight Long Island, he had one of the most amazing experiences being publicly honored for the first time for his service. He was brought to tears a few times and told Jamie and I several times throughout the trip that it was the best day ever. That's why programs like Honor Flight and Hampton Bays Living Classroom are so important. It's an opportunity to make sure that these heroes are recognized and remembered. This is the largest assemblage of honorees to date, as we have expanded to Town Hall in Southampton. Next year, we will add the East Quogue Village Green as well. I would like to now introduce Commander Bill Hughes, who is the commander of the Westhampton VFW 5350, as well as Suffolk County VFW commander. And Bill would like to say a few words and introduce the honorees.
So the hard part is done by the councilwoman, so she didn't forget anyone, and I would have. So thank you all for being here. I'm honored that she has asked me to say a few words. I'm first going to read the names of all that are being honored this year with new banners. Stephen Begora, United States Marine Corps. Richard Gerald Balmerek, United States Navy. George Brown, United States Army. Charlie Corwith, United States Air Force. John J. Curtin, United States Army. Eugene Dombrowski, United States Army. John T. Donahue, United States Navy. Daniel Joseph Ferrara, United States Army. William Frankenbach, United States Air Force. Harry Fulham, United States Army. Ed Germain, United States Marine Corps. Bob Grisnick, United States Air Force. Joseph P. Gabiski, United States Army. Vincent Hines, United States Army. William M. Hughes, Sr., United States Coast Guard. Lubin Hunter, United States Army Air Corps. Marlo Vincent Miano, United States Navy. Fred Rodriguez, United States Air Force. Frank and Helen Solomon, United States Army. Walter Schultz, United States Navy. John Ronald Scott, United States Army. F.C. Smitty Smith, United States Marine Corps. Thomas Surata, United States Navy. Daniel Stebbins, United States Marine. Edward Turchinian, United States Navy. Jack Zito, United States Army. So those are all the new banners. If I mispronounced a name, please excuse me. So Cyndi asked me to say a few words, which really is pretty simple, because as I look up here on these first banners, and there's banners throughout, and please walk around and see each one and say their names. But on these banners right here, right over my left shoulder, is my grandfather from the Great War. The Great War, the war of all wars, right? They thought that would be the end of war. Next to him is Stephen Kiley's grandparents. Steve is here today to join us also. I sat on my grandfather's knee as a little boy. I remember his chair. I remember I didn't know his father. His father was an Irish immigrant. Daniel, we call known as Pop Curtin. But my grandfather sent his two boys to war, United States Army and United States Air Force. As my father, who's down the line, his banner is there, and my uncle who was killed in action. But it's kind of a family thing with veterans. It's kind of a family thing, and I'm so glad to have some of his genes in my body. One thing, and I had to look it up, he was a sergeant in the United States Army. He never told me this, but my mother did. He was gassed in France. You know, he never talked about it. I was a little boy, and he passed in the 50s when I was still a child. But I'm so happy to be part of that heritage that will continue, as so many of you are here today. It's just an honor to be here. It's an honor to have served. It really is an honor. People say thank you for your service. It's so near and dear to my heart. The men and women who are serving today, we just finished Armed Forces Day this year, and we are fortunate. And remember them all. Remember the places. There are thousands and thousands of them now throughout the world serving us, keeping us free. So I'm so happy to be part of this. I'm so happy that my grandfather is up there today, along with so many of your friends and relatives. Thank you very much.
So as we enter Memorial Day weekend, you know, this truly is a time to honor those that served and those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. So I want to ask you to please, you know, make this about them. There is a QR code over on the kiosk that you can scan with your phone, and it will actually, you can listen to or read the biographies of those being honored here today and also those at Town Hall. So thank you so much for joining us today.
There's a valley in Spain called Jarama. It's a place that we all know so well. It was there that we gave of our manhood, where so many of our brave comrades fell. We are proud of the Lincoln Battalion and the fight for Madrid that it made. There we fought like true sons of the people as part of the 15th Brigade. Now we're far from that valley of sorrow, but its memory we ne'er will forget. So before we conclude this reunion, let us stand to our glorious dead.